The news spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom of Seliadar. Alitar, the 16-year-old son of Gorentor, had been crowned king. In the days that followed his coronation, the people of Seliadar rejoiced. They celebrated the young king's ascension with music and dancing, and those from far and wide came to pay their respects. The royal court of Seliadar was abuzz with the news of their new king. As the weeks passed, the courtiers and their advisors began to scheme and plan for the future of the kingdom under Alitar's rule. Little did they know, though, that their plans would soon be disrupted. Word soon reached the court of Etriarum, the king of Kellenberg, a neighboring kingdom to the east. Etriarum saw the young age and the lack of experience of Alitar and his newly appointed court as a chance to seize power. He mustered his army and marched towards the kingdom of Seliadar. When Alitar heard of the impending attack, he quickly gathered his forces and marched to meet the Kellenberg army in battle. On the fields of Taris, the two armies met in a clash of steel and fire. The Kellenberg army, numbering 25,000, was greater in size than the 15,000-strong Seliadar army. But Alitar had a plan. He knew that the Kellenberg forces felt safe knowing that they have the advantage in numbers, so he devised a strategy to take advantage of their overconfidence. At the start of the battle, Alitar sent a portion of his troops to draw the Kellenberg army into a trap. When Etriarum and his forces had been sufficiently lured in, Alitar sprung his ambush and caught the Kellenberg army off guard. With a quick and decisive maneuver, Alitar and his forces managed to surround and corner Etriarum and his army. The clash between the two armies raged on until at last Etriarum was killed in battle and the Kellenberg army was routed. Having successfully defended his kingdom, Alitar seized the moment and went on the offensive. With no king and a broken army, Kellenberg had no choice but to surrender. By the late summer of the year 87, the kingdom of Kellenberg had been conquered by Seliadar. Alitar proclaimed himself not a conqueror, but a unifier. He gathered the remnants of the Kellenberg army and added them to his own. With this larger army, he marched into the territories of the small nations, Nibalis, Cal, and Ethnistan. Ethnistan put up a fight, but it was quickly subdued in two decisive battles. Cal and Nibalis, on the other hand, surrendered without much resistance. Both the king of Nibalis and the count of Cal bowed before Alitar and became his subjects. Within a year, Alitar had managed to turn Seliadar into one of the greatest powers on the continent. He had proven his military genius and tactical prowess in the Battle of Taris, and his name would soon be remembered for generations to come. And so began the greatest conquering campaign Burgovia had ever seen.